Hi everybody, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel and hello if you're new. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so and clicking on subscribe below in red. I upload videos every week. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I am a medium channel. I offer guidance that I channel in direct, so just stay with me. I'm gonna center myself and see the message that we have coming. Just remember, I don't know everything, okay? Just take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, it means this message is just not for you. So you have to see what speaks to you, okay? And also, this is timeless. So if you see this video in a couple months or a couple years, that just means that you are going through the same energy at that time, and there's a message in there for you. So I'm gonna center myself and we're gonna see the messages and guidance coming for us. Yeah, so a lot of people are going towards the end or coming out of that chaos that was all around them, and it was like losing a lot of habits. Of all habits have been removed, have been cleansed up from you, and now we're going in the new phase where it's really putting on the new habits, the new knowledge, the new you, okay? So how you're gonna react or act about certain situation is gonna be different of how you used to do it before. It's because you have evolved so much and your higher self and your soul has evolved, so you have to be very confident with the new energy coming, but it's going to take some efforts for you to put that in place. Just know that it's not going to happen just magically, okay? It's not just going to be a magic wand that's going to make you the new person or have the new habits, the new reaction just like that. It's going to take some efforts. It's kind of like the image they're sending me. It's kind of like if we had an old country farm that was very old from 1800, and we just removed everything, cleaned it up, and now we're going to reconstruct the new house on it with very solid rocks, new fresh ground, new rocks, new things, okay? It's going to be nice, new and solid, but we're not reconstructing the old same farm on it, the old same country farm with the old wood that was all broken with pieces. It's the same with you, okay? So we remove all those blocks, all those old energy, but now it's really the time to reconstruct the new self, the new habit that match your energetic evolution that happens. So it's going to ask for you some efforts. It's not going to happen just like that. There's going to be some tests, a little bit of tests coming up. That's going to be kind of like a thing popping up, or like a box popping in front of you, and it's going to be like taking you by surprise. That's what it's saying. So you're gonna have some situation that's gonna pop up in front of you, kind of to take you by surprise, so you have those new reaction to put in place. That's why it's gonna take some effort, so you don't fall back into the old habits, the old reaction, okay? So before you had that whole consciousness evolving, you used to react a certain way, but now you really have to react the new way, because it's the new you, okay? It's gonna be very important. Like we said, it's going to take some efforts from your part. It's not going to happen just overnight. And like we say, it's going to be all situation like that used to trigger some very strong reaction for you, are just going to be popping up in your life, just like to test you, see how you're going to react. Now if you pass that yeah, if you pass that calf really thing, it's like if you grown enough to have that new reaction, or if you're still falling back into the old patterns, the old habits. It's going to be very important, and it's also keep happening because some people obviously as it's saying, all of us actually are going to fail at some points, because it's not going to be 100%, and it's just going to take practice. So we're going to have multiple situations happening like that, so we can adjust ourselves, adjust our new reaction, situation, and put that in place. That's going to be extremely beautiful, and it's going to be very, very, very strong moving forward energy that actually going to last for pretty long time. It's going to be over multiple weeks. I see multiple months. Okay, yeah, and like the guys are saying, it's going to take a while, but in a good way, because we remove all those old habits that were anchored in yourself for many, many years, and really it's going to take a little bit of time to really place that new you. Okay, so any reaction, habits, the way you're talking, the way you deal with situation is gonna change. It's gonna remake that switch. It's remaking that transition from your old self to your new self, which is going to be extremely important for the upcoming weeks and the upcoming months, because this is a necessary I'm listening what they're saying. Hold on. Yeah, they're saying it's going to be a necessary evolution to reach the new energy, which will be the new step after that. Okay. So this is going to be extremely important. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be able to look back at themselves and have that outside look, that open their consciousness kind of thing. So they're going to be able to see their old patterns and how they used to be, how they used to react to certain situation, and how much they evolve now, and how they've changed and adapt to the new situation in a completely different way. And it's going to be beautiful because they're going to be able to see how much they've grown in the past few months. Okay, so they're saying there's a lot of integrity also that's being kind of tested, that's being a little bit challenged for some people. You might not have realized it for some, but we're really looking into the honesty, the part of yourself for honesty, integrity, and see if this is aligned. There's again a lot of old patterns that were not aligned with who you are now, that were missing a little bit of honesty and integrity. So we got to see where those gaps are, and you're going to be able now to look a little bit back at yourself to see those gaps and make the correction, so you can realign yourself with who you are now. This is going to be very important because some people were doing those by habits also, and kind of like to get away from some situations, getting away of trouble. That will speak to certain people on this video, but yes, it was very like kind of like an escape kind of thing. They were doing that as a pattern, and that was that took roots from a long time ago. That was for some people not even in this your present life, but from old life, old karma, and it was extremely anchored into you, but it's not aligned with who you are now and who you've become. So this needs to be corrected, and only you can do that correction. Okay, so just pay attention to that, correct those gaps, and so it will help you realign yourself, and then you can move forward even more. So it's going to be very important, and again, that's going to speak to certain people, but honesty and integrity, it's very, yeah, it's very worked on right now for some people. Yeah, so again, make sure you align with who you are, who you've become, and who you say you are, because again, some people have some gap with what they're gonna say and then what they're gonna do or how they're gonna act. Okay, we want to make sure we have less gap as possible and correct those if you notice gap, so you can be more aligned. And when you're more aligned, you're gonna go quicker up in the energy. That's gonna be very important for your evolution. Now there's a few people watching this video, and this is completely different energy. We're gonna talk to about like 5 people watching this video that are in very deep negative, heavy energy that's around them, and it's really yeah, like it's bullying you. It's like a bully at school cool, okay? It's really kicking you all around. Just be aware of that. They say you already know it, so you're gonna recognize yourself anyways, but they're saying be careful with that, that you're not giving them so much of your attention. Just make sure you redirect your attention to something more positive, towards the light, okay? They're saying towards the light as a really a spiritual way, okay, not a literal way, but we get away from that negative, very obscure energy that was extremely draining you down, holding you back in your evolution, and again it's kicking you around, kind of like it's bullying you. You have to get out of that by redirecting your energy and your attention, because where you put your attention, that's where the energy goes, and that's what you get back. So the more attention you putting to those negative things around you, the more it is keeping you down. It is very important to realize that and get away from it as much as you can by redirecting your energy to some more positive things. Love, gratitude is going to really raise your energy back. You have to raise your vibration. The more you're going to raise your vibration, the more they're not going to be able to follow you. They're going to have to let go because they are very heavy energy with very low vibration. The more you're going to raise your own vibration, they won't be able to follow you anymore, and they will just have to let it go, you know. So it's very important you work on that. Again, love, gratitude, a lot of joy in your life. Do things that makes you laugh, that really raise your vibration. Meditate if you can. Go toward the positive, focus on the positive things that really bring that joy back in your life and really bring you up, because you're very, very pushed down by those very dark forces. That's what I hear. So know you are protected. Don't freak out. Just know you're protected and just refocus your attention and your energy and raise your vibration. That's all you have to do, and the guides will be around helping you for the rest. Okay, let me see what else. And again, they're insisting this message was for just a few people that will really recognize themselves. Okay, it doesn't concern other people on this video. Yeah, so this is saying, like we've talked before, we're really getting into that phase of creation, new creation. So again, if you can work on your second chakra, the orange chakra, it'd be very helpful. A lot of people are putting new things in place in their life, new schedule, new way to organize themselves in their everyday life, in their day-to-day, in their day-to-day, they're really changing the way they used to do things, their schedule. It's all changing, moving things around, and that's very positive because that's really moving them from that old pattern, that old life, into their new their new life. So that's extremely positive for the one that are doing that. Keep going. It's very, very good. For the one that are not in that energy yet, it's normal. Just don't force things. Don't try to jump into the creation phase yet and force things. You just have to let things flow at their rhythm, at their own time, and let it go. Because some people are still going through the phase of the cleansing process that is happening. So that still needs sometimes for you to finish that process, but know you towards the end of it. So just, you know, just be patient and keep your positive attitude. Is going to be very good to know that after that you're going to that very positive new energy to place that new self. Now those people that are still going to the cleansing process of the old self, of those old blocks, old energy, old patterns, etc. Some people are extremely tired and drained. They're always pushing themselves in every direction. They're running everywhere. They're going from their job to shopping, to this, to that, to get the kids. They're running all around. It's pretty crazy what I'm seeing. So just make sure that you take the time to really stop, relax, and really cool yourself, because if you constantly running around like that and you never get a time to really stop and take some time for yourself, you going toward a burnout. So we don't want you to finish burnout, because those energies that have been cleansing you have been extremely heavy. So you got to take some time for yourself to really stop and relax. Just really take some time to really sit back and relax. It's gonna be very important. Okay, so they also want to remind some people that some people are very waiting for magical thing to happen, like the magic wand, and everything is gonna change next day. They're very like waiting, kind of like sitting back actually, kind of thing, and waiting for it to happen. They're saying, okay, just be careful not to be like that, because if you're just waiting to things to happen, it's not gonna happen. Be the actor of your life. You here, it's kind of like if you at the theater, you are the actor, you are not the spectator, which is very important to understand, because some people are just waiting, they're just watching what's going on, and they're not actively participating in their everyday life. They are kind of half dead. That's kind of what I'm saying, because they don't have that life force. They're not implied with life anymore. They're not being active in the life. They're not doing anything. They're just waiting and looking and observing. So be careful with that. Just know you are the actor. Okay, so you are on the scene and you have to really do your life, live and act. Okay, you cannot just be the image I'm seeing. It's like it's the scene at the theater, and you have some people sitting in the corner just looking and waiting, but you know everybody that's in the room can see them. They're basically doing nothing, and it's gonna be a total disaster for that theater scene. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like, oh, this is a total waste of time, you know, because those actors are just sitting around not doing anything. Well, this is you in your life. Okay, so you just have to wake up. Again, that's gonna speak to certain people that needs to really wake up and react and act. It's more of an acting than a reacting, but you have to really take position and live your life. Okay, start having that energy, that creative energy, do things, correct yourself, close the gap, make the changes from the old self to the new self, put all those new things into your life. Now when everybody do that, it's gonna, when you start doing that for yourself first, it's gonna create a whole different environment, because your energy is gonna change, and it's going to impact the things around you, the people around you, and your environment is going to change to adapt and match that new energy going up. So it's going to change in a positive way. Now when everybody start doing that, it's going to really impact on a bigger scale, on a global scale, on a mondial scale, and then it's going to be a giant change. But again, it doesn't happen overnight without doing anything. It's going to be really a work from everybody doing it individually in their life, and then it's going to become a whole as one thing. It's like a wave. It's really like a wave of energy. It's like that butterfly effect, or domino effect, however, whatever speaks to you, but that's really what is showing as far as the energy. Okay, it's just going to be like one after another, and it's just going to go like this and multiply and become a huge scale. But again, it really takes effort from everybody, and you got to do it. That's what I hear. There's no other words. It's just say you got to start, you got to do it, you got to be part of that theater scene, you have to be acting. Okay, yes, as a figurative way. Some people are gonna they're saying, some people are thinking, oh, I gotta start acting and go to the theater. If you know, if that's what your heart say, yes, but we're talking as a figurative way. Okay. That's funny. Okay, let me see what else. Yeah, they're saying that some people actually have realized that new phase, that new energy, and they actually start putting new things in their life with new reaction, new way of life, new action, new behaviors, new way of thinking, things that used to really makes them think very negatively. Now they're seeing things differently. They did that transition, okay, and they're seeing it with a fresh look, the new look, and they start doing all those transition. They've realized how much they evolved already, and it's extremely positive. They're saying keep going. This is really an encouragement for the people that's already been through that energy and seen this. They're saying keep going, you're doing great. They're very proud of you, and yeah, they're very, very happy, very proud of you. That's what I see. Saying congrats, keep going, you're doing amazing, you're doing great, keep going in that direction, that new positive direction. Yeah, again, replacing the old by the new pattern, new everything. Very important. Yeah, so they're saying it takes time. Okay, so process that takes time. Again, that's something to really do every day. That's why it's going to take some efforts on us, on ourselves, on our part. I'm part of it too. So yes, it's saying it's going to really take some efforts, everyday efforts. It's kind of like we planted grain in the ground, and you know, you're going to water it a little bit every day, and it's going to make it grow nice and quick. Now if you plant the grain and you don't really take care of it, and you just come back a month later to give it water, well, it's already dead, or it's not gonna do really good, you know, it's not gonna do well. So just be conscious of that with yourself. It's the same thing, okay? It's not just like, okay, I know, and then I'm gonna, you know, look at those changes, closing those gaps, putting those new behaviors, those new patterns in a month, and then forget about it and then do it 2 months later, because then in 6 months you're gonna wake up and realize nothing in your life has changed, and then you're gonna be really frustrated and not understand what's going on. Okay, so you really gotta do that every day, a little bit every day. Work on yourself to put those new things, new patterns, new behaviors in your life a little bit every day. It's going to be very important to help you grow quicker to the best new version of yourself that you desire, that your heart and soul desire. But it takes some parts, some action from your part as well, a little bit every day like that. That's what it's showing me. Okay, I think we're towards the end. I'm gonna check if there's anything else. No, that's it. They're saying that yeah, they're saying I can wrap it up. So that's it, guys. Just make sure you follow those advice. I'm gonna listen to the video again for the guidance, but the energy I feel is extremely positive. It's really moving us forward. It's actually really carrying us forward. Now we have to do our part of it, like they said, a little bit every day, and put those new behavior. Just remember, there's gonna be some tests. Like we said, there's gonna be some situations that are here to test you, see where you're at in your evolution. It's kind of like at school when you have that end of the year, you have all those questions, those tests to see if you've learned really well, or if you're gonna pass, or if you're gonna fail. Okay, so just make sure of that, and be careful where you're standing. Also with integrity and honesty, those are very big right now. So that's it. Make sure you close this gap, and I will see you in another video next week. Have a great week. Make sure you work on yourself, stay positive, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.